Does Keyshawn beat Tank?
Keyshawn beat everybody. Him and Shakur.
How you feel about them not fighting each other? That's cool?
Yeah, that's cool. They don't need to fight each other.
Was there anybody ever...
They can beat up everybody else.
Was there anybody ever like that in boxing with you? Because not really Sean Porter, right?
No. No.
No friends in this business for you.
I think Tim Bradley would have been like that.
Okay.
I think me and Tim Bradley would have been like that. I wouldn't have fought Tim.
If the opportunity presented itself against Floyd, you would have, though, even though you admire him so much and he's so great. But you
Floyd, yeah, because I wasn't as close. Me and Floyd close now, but when Floyd was boxing, I wasn't as close with Floyd like I am now.
How do you beat Floyd, though? Like, since nobody's been able to crack that code.
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore, so that fight ain't gonna happen.
You gotta have 4 arms.
I know. I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
I think you got your answer there.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing. Is Floyd better than you? Some fighters say, even like Gervonta Davis.
I beat your ass?
Okay, that's a no. That's a no. Floyd's not better than you.
What's good, Just Do family? It's your boy KB, back to get boxing is Just Do. And make sure y'all give me my Just Do by subscribing to the channel, smashing my like button, and turning them notifications on. We on the road to 10K, and we are so close. So do your boy a solid. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and turn them notifications on. But let's get right into it, man. Y'all heard the clip. Y'all heard it. I heard it straight out of the, TBC, Terence Crawford's mouth, man. Pound for pound, one of the absolute best fighters in all of today's boxing. He went up on Alvarez, did an interview with them recently, and, they're going to always ask about Tank Davis. They're going to always ask about Gervonta Tank Davis. He's one of the hottest names, not only in the lightweight division, but in all of boxing. So, it was no surprise when he asked, does Keyshawn beat Tank? And there was also no surprise when Terence Crawford said, no. Yes, Keyshawn beats Tank. Keyshawn and Shakur beats them all. And it's okay that he says that, but I think one of the reasons that he say that is not just because he likes Keyshawn or he's a friend to him or like a mentor figure. I think it's because of the consistent amount of work that he's able to see Keyshawn put in from a day to day and seeing the growth over the years. They train with the same trainer, obviously, right? Got the same coaches and, work with a lot of the same guys. So he's able to see a lot of that work that Keyshawn is putting in. And I think that's what gives, Terence Crawford the confidence that he could beat a guy like Gervonta Tank Davis. If you just look at Keyshawn, obviously he had a disappointing weekend where he missed weight by 4.3 pounds and he wasn't even able to compete. Missed out on $1 million payday, got into a little scuffle, a little headbutt situation in the back. It was nasty, man. It was a wash of a weekend, man. And I know he's gonna do everything in his power to get back on a good foot. But, in the meantime, he has to stay focused. And I think if you're gonna beat guys like Gervonta Tank Davis, that's where you gotta be strong at mentally. And I'm not saying he's weak mentally, but you gotta be able to respond to adversity well. You get what I'm saying? Tank Davis missed weight once in his career before. He responded well to adversity, in my opinion, because not only did he make sure he never missed weight again, he went out there and handled business the night of the fight. He didn't miss it to the point where his fight got canceled. So, Keyshawn Davis has all the talent, all the skills in the world. He's a silver medalist. Like, we see what he's able to do with just 13 fights, becoming the WBO world champion at lightweight. And, he would have had a successful title defense, in my opinion, had he got things right on the scale. But that's, water under the bridge now. He got to move forward. But again, these conversations like the one Terence Crawford and Alvarez are having, for him to even be in that discussion and in those conversations, the mental aspect of the boxing game is something that he has to dominate as well, not just the physical aspect. He's a damn smart fighter inside the ring, and he has to continue to be able to showcase that same type of intelligence outside the ring. You get what I'm saying? Because, boxing's a lifestyle. The things that you do outside the ring can bleed inside the ring and cause, disruption, cause you to lose fights, not look your best, have lackluster performances, and a number of other different things. So Again, if you're Keyshawn Davis, man, you gotta cross your T's and dot your I's. You gotta come back strong. You gotta make a statement in your next fight. And you gotta continue to win at a high level to even be realistically mentioned with the likes of Tank Davis. You get what I'm saying? And I think you're right there. You just gotta keep working, man. Keep your nose clean and keep your head up. And as far as Terence Bud Crawford saying that, he don't feel like, Floyd Mayweather is better than him, he's saying exactly what any fighter is supposed to say. I ain't never going to hear Terence Crawford sit up and say somebody else is better than him without actually having to prove it. That guy is way too competitive, way too nice, and he believes in himself on a whole different level. So I don't ever expect him to think that another fighter is better than him. But I like the little joke that he threw out there. To beat Floyd, you will need 4 arms and 6 eyes to beat him. And it almost seems that way, man, because Floyd was just one of the greats, man. TVE for a reason. He was truly God-gifted, far past talented in my opinion. And I think, Terence Crawford is one of the greats of his era as well. But if they were to fight, I would have to lean towards Floyd, man. It's very hard to bet against a guy that showed you time and time again that he could win. But I will say this, if it were anybody that had a chance to really give, Floyd Mayweather a great fight and push him, it would definitely be Terence Bud Crawford. That wouldn't be a walk in the park for Floyd Mayweather for sure. It would be a great fight on paper and in the ring. And I just wish that a fight like that could have happened, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, Terence Bud Crawford does have the biggest fight of his career coming up in September against Canelo Alvarez, and that's an uphill battle in and of itself, and a lot of people count him out. But I, for one, think he has a much better chance at winning this fight than anybody else that Canelo's fought in recent memory. I think he'll be the best fighter that Canelo's been in the ring with since fighting Floyd Mayweather. That's just my thoughts. But that's all I got on this one, man. Get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Does Keyshawn beat Tank, or does he even stay focused enough to make it to that level to fight the guys that would be considered a Tank Davis level? And as always, get in the comment section. Let me know if I gave boxing a just do, because that's what I do over here, just do boxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.